Drake Smith, and I'm a painter. I'm from Boston, and I grew up in Massachusetts. My father was an art teacher, but I never touched a paintbrush, never drew a straight line, never did anything artistic until I was 38. So that's about 2.5 years ago. And then all of a sudden, I was painting my bathroom, and I decided to paint a sky scene, and then the stars. And next thing I know, I'm like, I got to get this done on canvas. I went to Walmart, got like a really cheap canvas and paint, and then all of a sudden, every day after that, I was painting, and that was it. It just out of nowhere, like that. Basically, I like to take real life situations and twist them. I love spirituality, Buddhism. I'm a surreal painter, so anything that you can't imagine, I try to imagine and put it down there. A blank canvas is it can be pretty daunting sometimes, but other times it just flows right out of you. I work on 30 by 40, which is a pretty big canvas. I do one roughly every 2 weeks or so, but sometimes, like this last piece I did, took me easily a month. Halfway through, I just slowed my pace down. It was a good thing in the end. I needed to slow it down. But there was a struggle there where I just kind of, every day I would just put like a little tiny bit up, and that was it. And it was almost like writer's block or painter's block. But then finally I just broke through and finished it. So I'll be painting and thinking, okay, I have like at least another 2 days. And then all of a sudden I'll finish something that day and I'll be like, oh wow, yeah, no, that's done. And there are other times where it's just the opposite. Like to this day, I couldn't give you an answer on that. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, there are some times where like I'll go back later on and finish a piece. I'm focusing on my most recent stuff over the last year and the beginning part of this year. Basically, a lot of my stuff, especially over the last year, has been about the female form, transforming it into different things, like focusing on an eyeball or an angel or the telephone piece. I have a piece called A Day in the Life of Ronald Reagan's New World Order. And it's about the fear of growing up in the 80s of constantly being in a nuclear war at any possible point. And there's a woman with a TV screen head and a nuclear explosion going off, just to kind of give you an idea of a weird vision of what it was like growing up in that time. So, from a female perspective, I literally went through most of my life having no idea what I wanted to do. Sometimes just about taking a chance and finding something you're passionate about. With painting, you'll hear this over and over again, don't do it for money. Don't sit there and get in there going, I'm going to become a famous artist, because it's just not the way it works. You paint because you enjoy painting. And every single day you get up there and you paint, even if you don't feel like it, even if you're not sure you know what you're going to paint, you paint, you paint, you paint, you paint. And without knowing it, your paintings over the course of time progress and evolve. And before you know it, you're like, holy shit, man, that's my painting, that's fucking awesome. And that's what you go for in the end. I am, again, I'm out of Boston. I do some shows there. My website's divinesurreality.com. I'm also on Facebook. It's facebook.com, Divine Surreality. And I'm Drake Smith, and I'm a raw artist.